Do you want to hear a joke? You're a monkey with an iPhone. Not figuratively, literally, your DNA is 1.2% different from a chimpanzee. You know that low-level anxiety you have all the time? The one that never completely goes away, even when everything is going well? You didn't learn it. You were born with it. It's in your DNA. 300,000 years of evolution that screams danger, danger, danger to you even as you sit on your couch. Your brain was designed 300,000 years ago to hunt mammoths and avoid tigers. This anxiety is regulated if you had a good bond with your mother when you were an infant. If he gave you enough attention and love, maybe it would have regulated your nervous system and you would have been calmer. But if you were then given any role, especially that of a scapegoat, you painted it from scratch. You will look for love and validation from all those who cannot give it to you, because you will have complex psychological trauma from the constant gaslighting, the relentless barrage of doubts that your beloved family members instill in you. This will make you attract narcissistic and psychopathic friends and lovers who will abuse you like your relatives abused you, but you didn't realize it. Good luck. But watch the videos and there is hope for you too to find what you are looking for. And now you're sitting in an air-conditioned office, stressing about an email from your boss and wondering why you feel like something's wrong. Something is wrong, but not with you, with the whole setup. In the previous video, we saw 5 prisons. We are born with ancient software, epigenetic DNA for the Paleolithic era. You probably had a failed bond with your mother when you were a baby. Then it is most likely that you had a destructive family role assigned to you that is the main reason you suffer throughout your life. It's almost certain that you are hypnotized by society. Social media makes you seek validation with likes from friends you've never met. I mean, 1,000 idiots applaud you and you think you're smart. Today we enter the basement in biology because that's where the nightmare begins and that's where the exit lies. Biologist E.O. Wilson, Harvard, 2 Pulitzers, not a TikTok influencer, said it best. We have Paleolithic emotions, medieval institutions, and divine technology. Translation: you're a hunter-gatherer trying to function in a world that would drive your great-grandfather crazy. Your grandfather's grandfather understood his world. You need 3 degrees in psychotherapy to understand yours. And you still can't. Why? Why are you running Windows 1.0 on a quantum computer? Your hardware is 300,000 years old. The environment changed in 200 years. Evolution takes thousands of generations to adapt. You didn't catch it. No one did. Watch a deer being born. Within minutes it's up and running. Ready, functional, plug and play. Now look at a human baby, the most pitiful creature in nature. A crushed skull, full of promise and helplessness. It doesn't walk. It doesn't feed itself. It can't even hold its huge head up. Leave it alone for 2 days and you'll find it dead. But here's the joke. This helpless thing is born with a nervous system waiting for an attack, a body that can't get up, a brain on red alert, a paradox that takes years of adjustment to balance, years that most never got. Why? Because their parents were equally spoiled. You can't give what you don't have. So the fire is passed down from generation to generation like an inheritance that no one asked for. But we're civilized. Sure, we have TikTok and LGBTQ rights in some countries. Progress. And then why do we still have genocides? Why do we build walls at borders? Why do we hate the other, the immigrant, the foreigner, the different? Because you are a territorial animal. You protect your home, your country, the area you live in. Your brain evolved into tribes of 50 to 150 individuals. The stranger was a threat. Us, good, them, bad. This is not politics, it is biology. Politics is just putting a suit on the monkey. Every time you see racism, bigotry, you're looking at Paleolithic software. Every time you feel an automatic dislike for someone who doesn't look like you, doesn't talk like you, doesn't believe like you, that's not you. It's the monkey you're wearing. Buddha said that life is dukkha. That is, life is unsatisfying, unbearable. Christ spoke of an old man who must die, be reborn, be resurrected. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita and Plato described the mind, the emotions as a horse, as horses that drag you. Socrates said, "Know thyself." And that's what we do on this channel. They knew 2,500 years ago, without neuroscience, without fMRI, without anything, they realized that something was wrong with how we function, but they couldn't explain why. They didn't know about the amygdala, about cortisol, about the default mode network. They spoke in metaphors because they had no other language. Now we know what happens in the brain when you're afraid, when you're angry, when you get stuck in thoughts. It's not metaphysics, it's neurochemistry, and neurochemistry changes. Let's look at your day. You wake up to an alarm, a blaring sound at 6 a.m. The monkey inside you thinks something is chasing him. Cortisol. Before you even open your eyes, the system is already buzzing. You check your phone. 47 notifications. Each one is a small dose of cortisol. An ancestor of yours had maybe 5 major events a day. You have 500 before breakfast. You open Instagram. You compare yourself to 10,000 people you would never meet on the savannah. Everyone seems more successful, more beautiful, happier. The monkey panics. I'm last in the tribe hierarchy. You go to work. You sit for 8 hours. Something your body considers the equivalent of illness or imprisonment. You eat processed foods that your body doesn't recognize. You see screen light that messes with your circadian rhythm. And then you wonder why you can't sleep, why you feel empty, why you need alcohol or Netflix to relax. You're not broken. You're a hunter-gatherer in a digital hell, and no one told you. You're a monkey with an iPhone. That's the truth. No one told you. Paleolithic emotions, divine technology, zero manual. The ancient sages diagnosed the problem. Now we have the neuroscience to understand the mechanics. And what you understand, you can change. Now you know you're not broken. You were just born in the wrong era and your condition got worse. From your mother, your family, your friends, society, and technology. But knowledge alone is not enough. Knowledge dismantles illusions. But you also need nervous system regulation to be freed. Let's go tie it up. What did we learn? First, you're a monkey with an iPhone. Your hardware is 300,000 years old. The environment changed in 200 years. No one had time to adapt. Second, your anxiety isn't a bug. It's a feature. You were born with it. Your DNA is waiting for lions. Instead of lions, it finds emails, deadlines, and influencers with six-pack abs. In the next video, we enter the second prison, the never-ending bond. You'll see the 4 bond styles and understand why you choose the same destructive relationships over and over again. Why do you run after people who reject you? Why do you sabotage every good thing that comes your way? You are not stupid, you are programmed. And programs are rewritten. Next video, your attachment style in relationships. Why you choose people who destroy you. Sign up to be notified. Created by Elias Stasinos. Like, share, and comment, especially if you have any questions or objections. Please comment.